I mean, this smells victory, but at the same damn time, it is voodoo going up Old Trafford. Let's not forget, we haven't won there since 2006, guys, in the Premier League. Boy, it's not it's not good when you look at the record. We've only won there twice in since 2006. Do you know what I'm saying? Once in the league, once in the FA Cup, and the FA Cup was a 2-1 victory in 2015. Do you know what I'm saying? We went on to prevail to win the FA Cup, but a lot has changed in management, in players leaving, coming in. Do you know what I'm saying? And right now, first full season of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, second season for Unai Emery. And right now, the teams are, boy, one's looking better than the other, but not that much better. At the same time, another team just looks very I don't know. I really don't know what is up with Manchester United. A lot of players are out. A lot of people are not too sure about Solskjaer. Some people want to back him. Some people aren't sure about him. Do you know what I'm saying? And kind of vice versa. Well, Arsenal, a lot of people are not too sure about Unai Emery. Of course, he come out and made his official captain statement about the players voted, and you can catch my thoughts on that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, something out. So, anyways, it's totally thrown off. But anyways, like I was saying, Unai Emery come out and has basically said like the players had a vote, and the new captain is Granit Xhaka. Like I said, check my previous video if you want to know my thoughts on that. It's just what team Arsenal are going to put up against Manchester United. Like I said, Manchester United aren't really good right now in the league. They lost their last game to West Ham, and that game was a drag to watch, and it was a poor performance from Manchester United. They just didn't turn up. Do you know what I'm saying? Rashford went out injured that game as well. So, boy, they got Greenwood, who Ollie has been looking at Manchester United shining light. Do you know what I'm saying? They're pretty much not at the races for this one. Let's be real. But in attack, and midfield's questionable too. Don't know if Pogba's gonna play. That's a bonus for us. Do you know what I'm saying? So again, what is Unai Emery going to do? Is he gonna have the team set up? Do you know what I mean? What players are gonna come in? So for me, I'm gonna give you my personal starting lineup as always, as we do here. So in goal, I'm gonna go with Bert Leno. No problems there. Just the same keeper. If he, like I said, for me, if he starts making silly mistakes, because we've seen a few mistakes last season, and I feel we should get Emi Martinez a Premier League game this season. You know what I mean? So far, he's shown. You know what I mean? He's shown like he can keep a clean sheet. Do you know what I'm saying? In the games he's played. But, that's if Leno starts messing up. I do like Leno, but in some games like the North London Derby, you need to be sure on what you're doing once the ball is near you. Either catch that, punch that, or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? So Leno, you need to be sharp for this one, just in case. And I'm saying this, Manchester United ain't got no dangerous players reportedly fit to play. But listen, I don't take no chances when it comes to Manchester United or any other team, especially Manchester United at Old Trafford. If we want to win this, you know what I mean? Everyone has to be on point. So getting back to the team, right back, I'm going with Callum Chambers. He's been impressive every time he's come on for Arsenal this season. Do you know what I mean? Last game, he's got 3 assists, setting up a wicked goal for Gabriel Martinelli on the volley. No questions asked. Problem is, yes, he does lack a little bit of pace, but he has a lot of energy. I've seen it against Frankfurt, like Kostic marking them all game, and the first half he didn't do too well, but the second half he stepped it up. Kostic, did he get sent? No, he didn't get sent off, but at the same time, Kostic went missing near the end of the game, and we end up winning 3-0. So I think this is a chance for Callum Chambers to prove to Unai Emery why he's a valuable asset to Arsenal, and to pick him over Ainsley Maitland-Niles due to Bellerin getting back to full fitness for the first team. So I wouldn't want to risk Bellerin just yet. Maybe he can come on if he's on the. I'll put him on the bench. Do you know what I mean? If Callum Chambers looks a bit lapsadaisical, he's looking tired or anything negative, then Bellerin's there. Give him a chance. Do you know what I mean? Like Ainsley, I'm sorry, man. I'm done with seeing Ainsley Maitland-Niles in the right back position. I'm being honest. Do you know what I mean? Like he lapses too much. Do you know what I mean? It's not. He's not really comfortable there. So it is what it is, isn't it? So let's get into the centre back position. Now this is tough because again, you know my feelings on Socrates and the Luiz partnership. It just concedes goals. It just tells you a penalty's about to come or someone's a ticking time bomb. It's as simple as that. Luiz has conceded more penalties than he has at his Arsenal career already than he has at Chelsea. He's been at Chelsea for 8 years. Remember that. So, you know, and Socrates has not done himself any justice. But, you know, he said he has come out and he has apologized for his poor performances. So I'm going to give Socrates the benefit of the doubt. If he can stay on his toes and keep it clean, then I'm going to give him a shout for this one. And I'm going to give Rob Holding the call up for this one. He's had games. Do you know what I mean? This is the game for him to come back in. He got injured here last season, having a 50-50 with Rashford. You know what? We're comfortable with him. We started with these two last season as our centre-back pairing, as everybody remembers. So, why not? And Kieran Tierney, for me, has to play. We've heard Rob Holding come out and made some comments. He feels so comfortable with Tierney there. He's pretty much used to him. Do you know what I mean? Of course, them long hours, getting back to fitness, you know, training with each other, etc. with Bellerin. You know, definitely some chemistry there. We got to keep that. And that is part of our forward plans. Do you know what I'm saying? So Tierney has to be there. So in the midfield, this is when it's going to get funny. So, you know, as he's been given the captaincy, expected we're going to see Granit Xhaka there. He's going to be there, of course. But for me, I'd pretty much put Torreira, Ceballos and Guendouzi. But I can't leave out Joe Willock. What am I doing? I think, you know, in the games that Ceballos has played, I think I'm going to have to leave him out on this one. I think I'm going to put him on the bench. I don't know. He's been looking a little rusty. Do you know what I'm saying? And I remember a lot of fans coming out saying we need to sign him up. I told you guys, hold your horses. It's still early in the season. He needs to be stepping up and showing us consistently. I remember Burnley, yeah, we remember that. But it's just coming out like, it's going to be like Ozil again. Don't make it like Ozil again. Oh, we turned up for Leicester last season and since then we ain't seen shit. Do you know what I mean? Don't slap that on Ceballos. That's why I said don't come with this Santi Cazorla stuff. Alright? Let Danny Ceballos do his thing and learn his thing, alright? But for me, he's been a little bit sloppy, so I'm going to give Joe Willock the chance to make his name in the Premier League, definitely against Manchester United. He is a gooner. He knows what it means about this game. Do you know what I mean? And there's certainly Manchester United players know what it means to play Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? It might not be exactly the same as it was 10, 15 years ago, but look, it's still there. You know what I mean? We all know it. We all get excited when it comes to Arsenal versus Manchester United. Come on. So, you know, Joe Willock, Guendouzi, and I feel like he's going to play Xhaka, but I mean, we need a balance because just in case Paul Pogba does play, and McTominay's a little bit physical as well, so I'm going to go with Guendouzi, I'm going to go with Xhaka, and I'm going with Willock. Simple. And up the top, I'm going to go with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Of course, he's been on fire this season. But this is the game. He needs to step it up. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, he hasn't... Lacazette has been the guy that has scored against every top 6 team. Aubameyang hasn't. Do you know what I mean? And he's been on fire. And this is the chance for Aubameyang to really get his get all the critics, sorry, that say that stuff, which is true. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've been nitpicking on Aubameyang a little bit. You know what I mean? He has come there when it's needed. Do you know what I mean? But I always say, bro, take your chances. And this is a game you got to take your chances. So Aubameyang, you know what to do. Nicolas Pepe, listen, you got your first goal now. Yes, it was a penalty. You can get an assist. You've been trying to find your feet in the Premier League. Now, this is a game he needs to step it up. Do you know what I mean? This is a game the players need to make him confident. You know what I mean? Against a weaker Manchester United side. Going up against Ashley Young, he should have fun. Let's be real. But we'll see, innit? Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to get carried away here. Let's be real. We know Pepe still trying to find his way. It's still early. Do you know what I mean? And on that left side now it's a toss-up between Martinelli, who scored a wicked goal. A wicked goal. 2 wicked goals, in fact, in the League Cup. But, you know what? I'm going to give it to Bukayo Saka. I think he's definitely proved himself, this season. It's crazy because he's looked better than Nelson, who has been on loan from Hoffenheim last season. And I remember a lot of people, even myself a little bit, are saying, Nelson, do your thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But he hasn't really been doing it as much as we want, or even, sometimes he just loses his head a little bit. It's a little bit, but he'd be on the bench anyways if need be. So we got a good bench. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's quite decent. So at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, there's a sub away. That's what Unai Emery seems to be doing a lot. But listen, he can't get this wrong from the setup, from the start. We need to put the sword to Manchester United, because if we don't, I have a feeling we will regret it. But all positives to Arsenal. I hope we can go there and get the 3 points. And for me, I'm gonna be a little more optimistic. I've been talking to a lot of people on Twitter. I've been a bit uneasy in that. Do you know what I mean? They're just telling me, come on, man, the boys are gonna do it. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't know, it's Old Trafford. But I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna go 2-1 to Arsenal. No, fuck that. I'm gonna go 3-1 to Arsenal, and they'll probably score first. But we know the resiliency of the team to get back in it. I don't like that. Why we have to go down to get back and win it? We should be out there putting the sword to them. So I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say 3-1 on Arsenal. So guys, that wraps it up for my preview for Manchester United hosting Arsenal Monday, 8 o'clock kickoff. So guys, wait for the match review, and I'll see you guys soon. And Arsenal, this is the game. This is the game. We already had Spurs and we dropped points. Do you know what I mean? We let them go through. We were at home. We were away. Do you know what I mean? And we already lost to Liverpool. And we know what Manchester United, we know where they are. But guys, don't be so. Please.